6-week acting intensive workshop. And this is the final night. This is our performance night. 9 actors have been working very, very, very hard to make the show possible for everyone. We do have a change tonight in the cast. Donald Trump will not be here.
Yay!
We have 2 exits, one here and one here, and the doors are both locked. Anyways, enjoy the show. Thank you.
What is theater?
I don't know, but I was reading the play last night and I liked some more lines. I never read the script before the first rehearsal.
I never read a script during rehearsal. It interferes with my process.
Oh, forget the script. Let's do something different. Something different. Something we've never seen before.
I saw something like that last week.
That's what I want. I'll stop at nothing to get it. Even though we had to rehearse until we drop. After all, what does rehearse mean? Well, Latin, rehearse, read from to repeat, and hearse, while Carla takes you to the funeral. So we're going to start working the text and running it over and over and over until it shrieks in pain.
Is it okay if we paraphrase?
Never demand complete fidelity to the text.
Including stage directions?
Don't be silly. I also ignore punctuation. I really believe actors should be free to move around their vowels.
Well, I haven't moved my vowels in weeks.
I'd like to introduce the dramaturge to polite applause.
As I researched the author's life, the essential thing I learned that was in order to fit into the theatrical community, he had to hide his true sexual identity. He was a closeted heterosexual, and it made his life miserable.
I once read an article by the author, and he claimed to be happy while adjusted.
Are you suggesting that playwright knows his own life better than a dramaturg?
It's possible.
Hey, don't argue with the dramaturge. After all, dramaturgy means? Well, drama from the Latin drama, meaning a play that's not funny, and turgid, pompous, bombastic, distended, swollen. Anyway, enough table talk. Okay, this is a short rehearsal period. We're going to start attacking the text and keep attacking the text until it shrieks in pain.
5-minute break! You arrogant ass! No wonder no one liked you. That's what I should have said. But I didn't. I just thought. You don't say things like that to him. Not him. Not unless you want him fired. But I was this close. This close. He told me I had to work again all weekend. Even though I just told him I had planned. Family. He just sneered, said he was sorry, he needed me. So I stormed out of there, said, fine, sure, okay. Sat at my desk and fumed. I was furious. So I was just about to call you to cancel. When I heard like this crash, then a moan. I got up, went to the door and knocked. Nothing. I heard another moan. I went inside. Saw mine there, on the floor. You look terrible, Terry. Pale, pasty. I bent down. I didn't know what to say. You looked so fragile. tried to touch my face with his hand. It's like a really tender moment. And then I held him. And then he died. Yeah, right there in my arms. I was the last person he ever saw. Me, who he always humiliated, tormented, tortured. There he was, Terry, dead in my arms. And he looked so pathetic. And so then I got up, went over and sat in his chair, his big brown chair. I looked around. You know, I never noticed, but he's a really nice office. Spacious, nice. And you know what I started to think about? Unemployment, Terry. Unemployment. I wondered, if your boss dies in your arms, are you still eligible? And then I wondered how much I get every week. And then, well, then I called the police. And while waiting, I slowly began to swirl around in his chair. Swirl around, watching the ring go by. I just sat there, Terry, in his big, comfortable, brown chair, smiling, happy, and swirling.
Hi. Nice to see you. You're Anna, right?
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
So tell me about you.
Well, I can sum it up easy. My greatest passion in life is living it with intensity, going for broke, taking chances.
Oh, I like it out.
Oh, yeah. It's all about taking life to the extreme. It's a saying that I made up. If it's not extreme, it's not worth dreaming about. Thank you. It took me months to get the timing perfect. You know that Billy Joel song? Why do I go extremes?
That's a good song.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's like he wrote that for me. Yeah, it's my favorite word, extreme.
So are you like to jump from an airplane? Are you like a super extreme?
No. I'm too busy for stuff like that.
So what do you do?
Well, I am an accountant. I know it doesn't sound extreme, but trust me, it is pretty extreme. Well, yeah, look at the tax return. The W-9, the 1099. Talk about extreme. And the 1040-ES is crazy. And the 1040 is off the hizook.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, you know, I started this joke around the office that the ES and 1040-ES stands for Extreme Standard Accounting Practices. Yeah, I'm sort of known for my puns.
That's not really fun.
Oh, well, anyway, but besides work, outside of work, I like to take it up a notch, keep it extreme. What most people do normally, I take it up.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you want to see what I mean? Well, here, let me show you. You know, like when most people walk, they sort of walk like this. But when I walk like this. and you know, when most people see like read a menu, they're all like this right here. I read a menu, I read it like this. Waiter! And for example, flossing. When most people floss, they floss like this. But when I floss like this.
You just lost on a day.
Oh man, what was I thinking? I'm so stupid, that's so rude! Boss.
Babette, my instincts tell me this is a surefire money-making plan. This could be our ticket to riches. Now, why are you looking at me like that? I'll admit I've made a few mistakes in the past. I shouldn't have invested in that mail order business. You're right. I should have checked with the Bear Business Bureau first. And I should have bought that land in New Mexico. How was I supposed to control the toxic waste stuff? But that's just the nature of the business. I'm sure that Rockefeller made a few failures of his own in the beginning. It takes a while to find your niche. Anyway, those businesses, they were just small potatoes compared to this one. This is the one that's going to make us some real money. Look at this. It says, guaranteed to make you a millionaire. Now, they can't write that if it wasn't true. All I have to do is send them $100. And they'll send me a big brochure with all the information that we need to get started. It's one of those telemarketing operations I know. But look at this. It says, we can be successful with just a few phone calls a night. I mean, other people, they get rich all the time. Why not us? I mean, I don't want to be working stiff the rest of my life, do you? I'm sick of putting in long hours for somebody else knowing it's never going to get me anywhere. Just think what we can do with $1 million. I could buy a boat. No, not a boat. A yacht. 40 feet long. And you could redecorate the house. No. We could buy a whole new house on a golf course. And then never play. Listen, I know you have doubts. I understand. But you'll see, as soon as we get that brochure, our whole financial future is going to change. Like the ad says, money time is here.
Tonight on my program, we're going to look at money, lots of it on film and in the studio. Some of it in nice piles, others in lovely, trying to keep it loose change. Some of it neatly counted into tactical hundreds.
You want to see me, sir?
Yes. No need to stand. Take a seat.
Thank you.
I read your report.
Yes.
I'm curious. What do you use for sources?
Sources. I don't understand your question.
Sources. You based your conclusions on source material, did you not?
Yes.
And what were they?
An existing company material, sir.
Existing company material?
Yes, sir.
Material from our own sources?
Yes, from our own sources.
Our own computer sources? Our own records?
Yes, in hard copy and in reports. Sources like that.
And where did you find that?
Here, sir, in our research library, my personal computer, files in my office left by my predecessor.
Secure access files?
No, sir, just historical records of the company.
But from what did you draw your conclusions?
From that information, sir.
But no one has ever drawn conclusions like your conclusions from that information.
I wouldn't know, sir. You knew and all.
Ah, then your research did not include our previous conclusions.
I did read them, sir, but I came up with my own conclusions.
Your own conclusions?
Yes, sir.
You didn't agree with our previous conclusions?
My report reflects what I believe to be my best recommendation, having read all the previous accumulated information, sir.
You think you have better, smarter conclusions?
No, sir.
How long have you worked here?
3 weeks.
You know how long I've worked here?
No, sir.
23 years. Not long by some standards, but certainly longer than your brief accumulation of company time and knowledge. Do you understand me?
You worked here 22 years, 3 months, and 1 week longer than I have, sir?
Do you know what the average length of employee time with this company is?
No, sir.
18 years. 18 years. This is a company steeped in employee longevity, reeking with experience, teeming with historical data.
I have observed that, sir.
This is a company founded by young men of intelligence, knowledge, and vision. Men with grown white hair from the strain of adjusting to a new world of up-and-coming upstarts. Computer-literate women and minorities who think they can just walk in here and take our years of accumulated data, our lifetime of research, and come up with their own conclusions.
Well,
Do you have a husband?
yes.
Do you have a family?
Yes.
And what are they doing all day long? What have they been doing these past 3 weeks while you have been here selfishly drawing your own conclusions?
Well,
You need to rethink your life choices, young lady. This is a man's world, a tough world. Corporate Doberman eat kitten world. Do you think you can just put on a suit and all of a sudden be part of that world? Do you think we owe you a living? Who do you think you are? Do you think you can...
All right, enough. Who do I think I am? Just who do you think you are? How dare you speak to me as if I was a child, an inferior? I am a completely competent, fully grown adult woman with degrees, with intelligence, and I'm an asset to your company. My conclusions are sound, based on training, experience, and insight. And what's more, they're mine, and I'm proud of them. My research is accurate. My conclusions are based in fact, and I am proud to present my report to this company. And I'll have you know, I have a wonderful family who love and support me in my career. I have a husband who believes in me and trusts that I can achieve anything I set out to accomplish.
Well, your husband is one lucky man.
He's also very handsome.
Is he supportive and alluring?
He's daring and divine.
And you're sexy and seductive.
All in a day's work, sir.
Good, you can do
I
that.
can do it.
You're a tiger.
A tiger.
That's the spirit.
Oh, I am so ready.
You just walk in there and give that company the best presentation they ever saw.
You know, they're not going to know what hit them.
I thought I'd bake some cakes today with the kids. Have them tonight, freeze the rest for the holidays.
That sounds great. I'll call you right after the presentation.
Don't worry, honey, you'll be great.
Yeah, see you tonight.
Dinner will be ready around 6, so call if you're going to be late.
Will do.
Careful, it's the jungle out there.
Awoo! I like my job. Yeah, a lot of people might be miserable doing what I do, but not me. I like being a hot dog vendor. You gotta eat. What would the people in this city do without hot dog vendors? Sometimes you only have an hour for lunch and you want something fast. There's the hot dog vendor with a quick solution. Hey, my job's very necessary in the hustle and bustle of this big city. And I know, don't get me wrong, I know it ain't some movie star kind of job. Sometimes you gotta deal with rude people. Sometimes nobody's buying. Some days you get a raise. But as far as jobs go, it's all right. You wouldn't believe some of the people I meet. Nobody ever believes this, but one day, Yvonne Trump bought a hot dog from me. I swear on stack Bible. And I get some of them soap opera stars from over there at CBS. And then there's all my regulars. They know me by name. Hey, Julia! I know what every one of them's gonna order before they even say it. They like that. Personal service. You know, you gotta have brains to do this job. It takes somebody pretty slick to remember what over 100 businessmen take on their hot dogs. So my mustard, and my ketchup. My mustard and ketchup, can you believe that? And you can't be lazy, boss. There's a lot of work. You gotta get up at the crack of dawn. You gotta get down there to the warehouse, get all your supplies. You gotta do inventory, and then you gotta get to the good corner before the other guys get to it. And a lot of people can do this job. You know, we get some people, they don't even last out the day. They just decide that ain't for them, and they go. And then there's others, oh yeah, they do the job. Complain all the time. Yeah, well, I call them the complainers. Me, well, I'm proud to be a hot dog vendor. I'm proud. Well, listen to me. I'm going on like being a hot dog vendor is better than being the Queen of Egypt. I have my bad days some days, you know. Like when my back acts up, this car feels like a Mack truck. Some days, well, some nights, I guess, I go home and my feet are so swollen I can't even get my slippers on. All in all, it's all right. Who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll get my own card. A lot of vendors do, but you gotta work up to it. What would I be then? An entrepreneur. Sounds pretty good, don't it? Julia, the hot dog entrepreneur.
I would like to speak to my agent now, please. Get me out of here. I did not struggle for years so I could do something artistic. I want commercials, damn it. National commercials. So I can fake enthusiasm for products I wouldn't use in a million years.
You know, I've admired your work for years. I almost saw you in a play once, but you were in the second act.
You know, we have a lot of things together.
Well, maybe we should work our lines together.
I'll bring the wine.
I'll bring the lubricants.
Break is over!
Okay, now, what was that setting again?
These people think they're actors. I bet them to the bottom. Oh, sorry, I was reading from my diary.
Okay, let's move forward, shall we? Okay. After 2 weeks, I think rehearsals are coming along excellently, all right? But this is no time to sit on our Baileys, okay? I want this production of theater to be cutting edge, non-threatening. I want to stretch the definition of theater until it's pronounced theater.
Excuse me, I am trying my best to absorb your note that I should play my character as if I'm still traumatized that my parents tried to sell me for a new microwave. But this play doesn't mention microwaves and is set before they invented microwaves.
Oh, literalist. Oh my gosh, you call yourself an actor. Where did you learn how to act anyway?
I studied that great textbook in Actor Despaired. I studied the method.
You slept with our director who's ever hired you.
The method works.
Everything I know about acting, I learned from Stanislavski's The Method.
Listen, everyone, you have to trust me. American Theater Magazine listed me 432nd in their top list of 500 geniuses in theater.
Yes, but
Are you arguing with me? I've been directing for 22 years. That's 154 dog years was your experience.
well, I have spent 5 years with the National Left-Handed Black Woman Polish Theater.
But you're none of those things.
I know. I was their token right-handed white boy. It was awful. Everybody else got all the best parts. And because they insisted on non-traditional casting, I always got to play the left-handed black woman. The only good part I ever got is when they did a reverse gender production of Othello set in Krakow.
Look, I'm sorry if I created a problem. I'll do whatever you tell me.
I like your attitude. After all, one of the most common words out of an actor's mouth
Would you like some coffee or dessert? 5-minute break! I'm getting my act together! Throwing it in your face! I want to insult every member of the human race. I'm Agnes. I don't kiss ass. I don't say things. This will be a night of sharing. For the sharing is paired. We're all soulmates after all, in the vast cosmic dustbin of intergalactic space. The universe contains at least 100 billion galaxies. Each galaxy contains at least 100 billion stars. And we are micro specks on spaceship Earth. So, the fact that my parents kicked me out of the house and someone stole my parakeet should mean very little in the scheme of things. But no, I'm quite upset about it. As I was leaving to come to the Unclub tonight, my grandmother Spec said, "Hey, young, if you're going out, take out the trash." I look around the room. I see her seashell shadow box and lima bean and split pea mosaic and decoupage hanging over Granddaddy's fat Berkline recliner rocker, the kind they give away on game shows. I see her early American maple coffee table in the shape of a wagon wheel. I see her salt and pepper shaker collection on an early American knick-knack shelf. I see this wrought iron lamppost with the ceramic drunk leaning against it. I see it, but I don't believe it. Take out the trash. I wanted to say, I wouldn't know where to begin. What's coming up for me is something from my own soap opera. I look at my family, I feel like a detached retina. The last really deep conversation I had with my dad was between our t-shirts. It said, "Science is truth found out." Mine said, "The truth can be made up if you know how." Even as a fetus, I had womb angst. Inside the amniotic sac, the fetus has this headset that's plugged into a DNA tape loop that plays over and over, auto-reverse, all the wrong things that have happened throughout history. I knew the world I was coming into was liable to be a tampered-with Tylenol, pins and Girl Scout cookies, ground zero kind of place. I wanted everything to be perfect. What's coming up for me is my dinner, and these are the days of our lives. On the radio, I heard the weatherman say, "The air today is unacceptable. People with breathing problems should not go out." I wanted to shout, "What's unacceptable is that the air is unacceptable." I think while breathing is a biohazard, if we don't take in air every few minutes, we die. But the air we're taking in is killing us. I rushed to my behavior modification center, hoping they can help me cut down on my habit of breathing. In the cubicle next to mine, I hear, "Do you want to stop drinking?" "No." "Do you want to stop smoking?" "No." "Do you want to stop overeating?" "No." I want to stop caring that I eat and drink and smoke too much.
Hey, honey, I'm home.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
I'm your new husband. Wish I put my coat.
Don't touch me, I'll scream, I'll call the police.
Aren't you going to ask me how my day was?
How was your day?
It was awful. Just like every other day. I mean, same old boring job, same old boring boss, same old boring life. And then on the way home, I thought, just hit me. Why go back to the same old boring wife and house and kids and mom when I can do something new?
But you can't just come here and
You know what? I have always admired your home. It's just so well kept.
Thanks, but
I pass it every time on my way to work. And I thought, today I'd give it a try. Probably more interesting than the one I've come home to for the past 15 years.
I already have
He could have my life. Where does he work?
He's an executive at a technology company.
Oh, that's perfect. I love technology. All those gadgets and stuff.
Look, I'm sorry your life is so boring. Mine is boring too. But you can't just come in here and expect...
Oh, I forgot.
Flowers?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
My husband hasn't brought me flowers in almost 15 years.
I also wrote you a poem.
A poem?
You like me to recite it?
Well, if you went to the trouble of writing it and all, I wouldn't want it to go to waste.
You take my breath away, like a sunset or a summer day. When I gaze at the moon or the ocean blue, they pale beside the sight of you. You take my breath away.
That's beautiful. You really wrote that? Do you pee in the shower?
Never.
Hot sheets?
No,
Snore?
I don't think so.
Any history of baldness in your family?
On the contrary, we're quite hairy.
Would you do your own laundry or wait for me to do it?
I'll do it something.
Call the plumber or fix the toilet?
I'll fix it.
Shingle the roof or buy a new house?
New house.
Anniversary in Vegas or Maui?
Maui.
Watch football or do me in the kitchen?
You really need that?
Pick up the kids or too busy golfing?
Oh, pick up kids.
So, tell me about your first wife.
Oh, yeah, she was a knack. She was a knack with no butt. I mean, she used to have a beautiful butt. Before the kids, the butt just blew off. I'm a butt, man. It was so unworkable.
You left because of her butt?
Well, no, there were other things, but to be honest, it was mainly the butt.
But if my butt blows up, are you going to leave me too?
You look like you have a nice butt. Can we have sex now?
I'm not leaving, Tiger. You have to win over the kids first. Children!
A cashier? Did I hear you right? Did you say a cashier? Oh my God, lady. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? I'm a college graduate with a degree in accounting. I've been working for a top company for the past 6 years. Your offer isn't just an insult. It's a friggin' joke. Lady, I had a career. I had a job. I put on a suit and tie every day. I had my own desk. I had my own secretary. Damn, I even had my own parking space. And you're offering me a cashier's position? You've got to do better than that. Just look under those files and find me something better. a nightmare for me. I never thought I'd be sitting in an employment line with vagrants, old people, minorities. I don't belong here. That's the kind of job you offer some loser, not somebody like me. Can you believe they let me go after 6 years? I wasn't fired. Cutbacks. I think I should never have bought that saw last year. I'm never going to be able to make the payments. I mean, can you see me driving to some cashier's position in a Saab? What's wrong with America? How can a guy like me be in an employment office? Come on, lady, look. Look, try under the A's. Accounting. What do you mean that's the best you can come up with? What the hell kind of place is this? I could have gotten that job out of high school. Are you sure that's the best you have? That's the best you can do? Okay, I tell you what. I'll try it out for a week or so. I'll probably get promoted after they see how overqualified I am. Being a cashier is nothing to be ashamed of. Where would America be without cashiers? Cashier is not that far removed from being an accountant. Okay. I want the job. When can I start?
Gang, that's the sound of the men working on the chain. Gang, on and on, they work so hard till the sun.
Why did you... Do you know what you've done here? All the work I'm numb. It's irreparable. Do you understand? Why? You sat there, seen me work on this, so you know how much this meant to me, this project. Don't look at me like that. Do you have any idea what my boss is going? I've gone out of my way. Been good to you, maybe, I don't know, maybe too good. Gave you everything. Put a roof over. Don't look at me like, it won't work. I've done everything for you. I come home and I see all these pages. It's like you tore into them with your teeth. Malicious! Do you hate me that much? I've done everything for you. Bought you the best toys. The best everything. That rubber duck. Come on. You love that rubber duck. The way it squeals when you fight it, the way it bounces. Why didn't you just fight the goddamn rubber duck? No! Don't crawl over here. You stay. Stay there. I want you to think about what you've done here. Mommy is mad. No. Roll back over. That will not work. No. I will not. Grab your own belly. Don't come over here. Stay. Stay. You're bad, you know that.
You have made Mommy very, very angry. No, rolling over will not. Stop that. All right, come to Mom. Well, do you want your belly rubbed or not? You are bad. Come on, come to Mommy.
I don't understand any of this.
If anybody understood it, it wouldn't be art.
Why can't it just be entertainment?
Entertainment? I spit on entertainment. Entertainment is the psychological refuge for those who are in such denial they think life is worth living.
Your agent called, I forgot to tell you, you got fired.
See ya!
I feel such simpatico with you. It's as if the gods cast us together as lovers.
My girlfriend called last night. She's coming to visit. You and I have something very special, something she and I will never have. But since she has health insurance, I'm going to act like I don't know you.
Scum! You lowlife! To think I would love my husband for you!
Excuse me, could you tell my co-star to quit shoving his tongue down my throat?
You two don't have a kissing scene.
I mean, backstage!